Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, I'm Sharice. Welcome to The Good Life. As you've read my title, today I'm going to be showing you all the books on my physical TBR, which is currently behind of me. Most of these books are unread, so we're going to go through that together. It's a lot. I'm not sure how much I have, maybe an estimated 30. Maybe I have less than that. Let's say 30 or less than that. Okay, let's get into it. So the first and the second book, I have To Love Jason Thorne by Ella Mays. My baby brother kind of ate the top of it, but we're gonna ignore that. I am actually almost finished with this book. I have about 10 pages or so left, so we're gonna finish this one soon. Then I have To Hate Autumn Connor, also by Ella Mays. I think this is maybe an enemies to lovers, and this is a friends to lovers. I haven't loved all the books I've read by her, honestly, but I have them, so I'm just gonna read them. Okay, now let's go to the very first shelf. Everything on this shelf is unread, so let's get into it. The first book I have is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This is a thick one. Ooh. Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. Very thick. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I always think it's like Half-Blooded Prince, but it's Half-Blood Prince. And Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. So I was gifted the entire Harry Potter series. Ooh. And I'm hoping to read them this fall. Then I have Magic Midlife Madness by K.F. Breen. I was also gifted this book. I'm not 100% sure what it is. I think it's like a do-over for a woman. So she gets a divorce, her son goes off to college, and she's gonna like start over her life. I do think this is part of a series. All my books are falling. Then I have this series right here. I do believe this is like a YA series. It's I'm not sure. Okay, the Mila trilogy or the Mila trilogy. I'm not 100% sure how you pronounce Mila, but it's by Estelle Mascame, and the first book is Becoming Mila, and the second book is Trustin Blake. And the third book is The Making of Mila and Blake. So Mila is the daughter of a famous actor, I believe, and she's not really like behaving herself, and her dad's in the spotlight and they need her to behave. So they send her off to Tennessee, Texas. I'm not 100% sure where they ship her off to for the summer. Yeah, in Tennessee. They ship her off to Tennessee for the summer, and I guess she's gonna find herself and possibly have a romance with somebody who is called Blake. Moving on, I have two books by Dolly Alderton. I have Everything I Know About Love, which is a memoir, and I have started this. I am 124 pages in. I was not enjoying it. It's just not what I expected it to be about, but we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna continue. We're almost there, so we'll just finish it. Then I have Ghost, which is about a woman in her 30s and her life isn't what she expected it to be, and then she meets a guy. I'm really nervous to read this because I'm not enjoying the memoir, but I don't know how her writing with like a romance would be like, so to be determined when I'm gonna pick this book up, honestly. Next, I have We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. This is one of the like popular book talk books, I believe, and I already started this. I'm like 16 pages in, and I am a bit intrigued because I think it's gonna be one of those family books where everybody is a little bit crazy, so to be determined. Then I have Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. The cover of this, stunning. Definitely one of the prettier books that I own. I'm 208 pages into this, which is roughly halfway or a little bit over halfway. I'm almost finished with this. Then I have Enemies to Lovers. I might unhaul this book. I bought this back in like 2023, and it's still here. We might unhaul this because I don't think I'm gonna enjoy it at all. I already started it. I'm 108 pages into it. Then I have Never by Jessa Hastings. I already started this book. I'm 44 pages into it, and I'm very excited. I want to read this in March. I started it in Feb, I believe, or January, one of the two, but I held off on it because I want to be in like the right mood and mindset to read this book, because I do think I'm going to enjoy it. It is a Peter Pan retelling. Then we have The Ballad of Never After. This, I believe, is like the third book in the, what is the series called? Great question. What is the series called? Is it the Once Upon a Broken Heart series? I think it's Once Upon a Broken Heart. This is the third book. I found this while I was thrifting. I obviously don't own the first or the second book, but how stunning is the cover? Eventually I'll go and buy the first and the second book, but yeah. I've also had this book for a very long time. I might unhaul it, but it has sprayed edges, so that's kind of why I'm holding on to it, but I might unhaul it. It is Thank You for Sharing by Rachel Ronya Katz, and I do think this is like a second chance romance. And the last two books on the top shelf, I have Scythe. This is a sci-fi book. It's by Neil Shusterman. And this is a trilogy. I only own the first book. It is hardcover and it is sprayed edged. So I do think when I go and buy the second and third book, they're not gonna match. But I did thrift this. The cover was too pretty and the sprayed edges, so I just really wanted it. And then I recently showed you guys this in like my last vlog. It is The Scarlet Thread by Francine Rivers, who is a Christian author, and it follows two different women centuries apart, and it talks about God and their husbands. Well, it follows the journey where we discuss God and their husbands and everything like that. I'm really excited. That is the first shelf. We're gonna put all these books back up. Should we put these books back up, or should we just keep going? Okay, let's keep going. I'm not gonna put the books back up. We're just gonna keep it pushing. Second shelf. The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. This is like a murder mystery. This was supposed to be read in January. It obviously wasn't read in January. Then I have Five Survive by Holly Jackson. So this is actually my thriller section. So everything here is like thriller or murder mystery. So this is the second book. I'm really excited to read this. This was very popular on Book Talk. I just need to get around to it. Then I have Girl A by Abigail Dean. I don't know if she was kidnapped and then she escaped, or if she lived with like a creepy family and then she escaped, but it doesn't say much. I'm Lex Gracie, but they call me Girl A. I grew up with my family on the moors. I escaped when I was 15 years old. So I think her family was probably the problem. To be determined. Then I have a couple books by Frida McFadden. I have The Boyfriend, The Crash, and The Inmate. And I'm currently reading The Locked Door. Next, I have The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. I was supposed to finish this in January. It's currently the ending of February, but it will be read in March. I'm 36 pages into it, and it does have red sprayed edges, and there's also a Netflix series. So when I finish reading it, then I watch the Netflix series. Okay, these books. I've had these books for a while. Never showed them to you guys. They are kind of like, kind of dusty. These are like Disney retellings. So Mother Knows Best. This is obviously based on Rapunzel. And then we have Mistress of All Evil, which is a Maleficent. The price is still there. I was actually gifted these books. Mistress of All Evil. This is based on Maleficent and I guess Sleeping Beauty. Let It Go. A Frozen Twisted Tale. So this is based on Frozen. Once Upon a Dream, A Twisted Tale. What if the Sleeping Beauty never woke up? So this is based on, I have two Sleeping Beauty. Okay, I have two Maleficent and Sleeping Beauty. And then lastly, I have Mirror Mirror and this is Snow White. I think I'll do a book haul where we go into what these books are actually about, like a detailed book haul, and I read like what they're about, because I've never actually read what they're about. Then I have The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. This is, can I sing? I'm tired. Then I have The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. This is the first book in the Dreamland Billionaire series. I've read the second and the third book. I started this one and I wasn't enjoying it, so I stopped halfway through. The reviews are true when people say they don't like the first book in this series. I wasn't really loving it, but we will finish it. Then we have Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. I believe this is her newest release, and apparently none of her books have quotation marks, so to be determined when we're gonna read this. Then I have 1, 2, 3. These come kind of giving me like summer vibes. I have a Scottish Island Summer. I literally got this yesterday at book club, by Julie Shackman. This is gonna be a really good summer read. And then I have It All Started with a Letter, The Little French Bookshop by Cecile Pivot. That cover is really pretty. And then I have Summer at the Santorini Bookshop by Rebecca Raisin. Then I have A Paris Affair by Mary Oldham. I've already started this book. My baby brother also kind of bit the top of it. I am 108 pages in, which is a little bit, almost halfway through. What am I talking about? Then I have Meet Me at the Cupcake Cafe by Jelly Colgan. The cover of this is really pretty. It's also a very thick book. It's not even 500 pages, it just seems kind of thick. Then I have Keepin' 13 by Chloe Walsh. I recently got this and super excited to read this. This is the second book in the Boys of Tolman series. I'm currently surrounded by so many books. Second shelf completed. I do think I have to put the books back on the shelf in order to do the third one. I just don't think there's a lot of space, so give me 1 second. Okay guys, I put all the books back up because I needed some floor space. Let's get into the third and final shelf. While I do that, let me see if I have any books on my main bookshelf that I haven't read and I just put them there for decor purposes. Okay, no. Everything on my big bookshelf has been read, so that's great. Let's keep it pushing. The Way I Am Now by Amber Smith. I do think this is the second book to The Way I Used to Be, so this won't be read until I get the first book. Okay. We have The Gatecrasher by Sophie Kinsella, writing as Madeline Wickham. I don't know why she's writing as somebody else, but... Then we have The Wedding Girl by Sophie Kinsella, also writing as Madeline Wickham. I don't know why. Then we have A Man Called Ove. I do think I want a different copy. I did thrift this and it's kind of in a rough state, so I might get a different copy. I don't know, but I've heard great things about this book. Breathless by Jennifer Niven. This is a YA, I believe. Once More Feeling by Alyssa Sussman. I might unhaul this book. How Do You Like Me Now by Holly Bourne. I do think this is a book where a woman is like an influencer in her 30s and she's kind of giving off the impression that she's doing so well, but in reality she isn't. Intrigued. Very excited to read this. One Last Gift by Emily Stone. We'll get to this eventually for Christmas. Out of the Ordinary by Tim Morfin. This was supposed to be read in January, but it's a very short book, so I might put it on my March TBR. This is a Christian book. Then we have My Sister Lives on the Mantelpiece. This is probably YA. I'm not 100% sure. This is by Annabelle Pitcher. I thrifted this and I am also intrigued by this. I think his sister dies. It's quite unfortunate. Then we have Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young. I have read 2 books by her and they were okay, yeah. This is Interconnected to Out on a Limb, her most popular book. I'm currently 88 pages in. We'll see if I like this or not. The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I'm gonna hold on to this until fall again, and if I don't read it, it's gonna be on hold. Then we have Under the Lemon Tree by Emma Cowell. This is another summer read that I'm looking forward to. Not Another Love Song by Julie Soto. I've read a book by her. I didn't like it. I actually unhauled it yesterday. Why do I have another book by her? I thrifted this. Didn't pay full price, so if we don't like it, we'll just unhaul it. Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. This was recently turned into a movie and everybody has been loving the book, so I need to read it as soon as possible. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I did read this in secondary school and I just wanted to reread it because I didn't give it the love and appreciation that it deserved the first time around. Jade War by Fonda Lee. This is the second book in the Jade Legacy series. Is it called the Jade Legacy series? The Greenbone Saga. I think that's what the series is called. Don't have the first book or the third book, so to be determined when that's going to be read. My feet's hurting once more. Then we have two books about horses. Not about horses, but I think the main character... What am I saying? The books are kind of based around horses, or like horse riders. Horse riders, that's what I'm saying, yeah. So we have Jump by Tiffany Noel Chacon. I think she gets in like an accident and... No, I think her sister gets in an accident and she's not sure if she wants to continue horseback riding. And then we have A Horse for Jessie by Brianna York. This is very short. I'm not sure what this is about, honestly. But I'm excited to read it because it's very, very short. Then Someone to Kiss My Scars by Brooke Skipstone. I was gifted this book. And the trigger warnings. It's giving a lot. Honestly. It's giving a lot. This is so funny. I actually got this book for my brother. It's Wayne Rooney, My Stories So Far. I'm not a football fan, but it's on my bookshelf. In the future, I actually want to have like a bookshelf or like a couple shelves dedicated to like autobiographies. So that's why I'm holding on to that. And that's why I'm also holding on to Britney Spears, The Woman in Me. Now I'm actually more intrigued to read this, but I just think it'd be fun to read the stories of like famous people and, you know, probably get inspired. But I'm very intrigued to read this Britney Spears book. She was like the it girl when my mom was like younger, so I'm very, very intrigued. Then I have Cheryl. I believe her name is Cheryl Cole, My Story. I just picked this up for funsies, honestly, to be determined if I'm actually ever going to read that. Then I have I have Sunrise by the Sea by Jenny Colhan. This is another summer book, which I don't like the fact that it's kind of getting destroyed there. I don't know. These are two daily devotionals. Then I have Queen Elizabeth II. I did thrift this book. The hardcover is stunning. Look at that red. Super pretty. Super, super pretty. It has a lot of pictures and stuff. I have to actually sit down. Oh, that's Nelson Mandela. Yep. What? That is Nelson Mandela, 1995. Can you guys see? Maybe not. But the longest serving monarch, I believe. A woman. Is that how you clock it? Clock it. And then lastly, I have Cheryl Cole, Through My Eyes. Yeah. This one, I think, has pictures in it. I think she's, well, you can see her singing. So I think she's like a British singer. And she also dated an athlete, like a footballer. I'm not 100% sure. I just saw them at the thrift store and I wanted them, so here we are. Okay, that's all the books I have on my physical TBR. We're gonna count and see if it's 30 or less. So I'm currently counting my books, and between you and I, delusional, I have 26 books on this bottom shelf alone. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. Let me recount. Give me a second. 69 books on my physical TBR. That's double the number I told y'all I had at the beginning of this video, because obviously I'm crazy. Who knew this bookshelf holds that many books? Who knew that this bookshelf could hold so many books? I did not know that, but apparently I have 69 books to be read. But that's okay, because we're gonna read them. And whatever I feel like I'm not gonna read, it's just gonna be on hold. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys can't see my pants, because my pants isn't matching my hoodie. Why did I just come to that realization that y'all could probably see my pants? Anyhow, that is a problem for a different day. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know how many books are on your physical TBR so we can be besties, because misery loves company. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye guys. Happy reading. To both you and I. Happy reading.